My camera's crooked. Good evening, my YouTube family. I hope everyone is doing well. See, I told you guys, I don't edit. I was getting ready to say something, then my camera all of a sudden went, what? I hope everyone is doing well. It is Saturday evening. It has been an absolutely beautiful day here on the East Coast. I hope everyone's had a wonderful day. I just got home just a little while ago. I filled my tummy up with some fresh spaghetti, and I made a fresh Italian meat sauce with some homemade garlic bread, and it was yummy. So it is now me time, and I'm here with a brand new Dollar Tree haul, and everything to me is pretty much brand spanking new. And I was really excited because I did go to 3 stores in total, and the pricing is still just all over the place between these red dots, and now they got these bigger red dots coming out. They're about the size of a clown nose, actually a little bit bigger. Anyways, I got 2 things at one store and the same thing at another store because one store was out and one store was ringing in at $125 and one store ringing in at $150. I'm like, oh my gosh, are you guys ever going to get on board with your prices? But this video, every single item, a buck and a coin. I'm so happy to be able to say that. I'm so happy to be able to spend some me time with all of you. Grab that wish list. I hope there's something here that's brand new for you. All right, so let's get into this Dollar Tree haul. I'm going to start off with the aisle where you would get like your throat drops, throat lozenges, things like that. These say new by Ricola, which is a brand name, and they're usually pretty expensive. It says throat balm soothes and protects everyday throat irritation, caramel flavored with a liquid center, and you're getting 34 individually wrapped caramels in there for your throat. My goodness, what will they think of next? Oh yeah, I need some caramels because these look exactly like Werther's. I'm just saying that. They kind of do, but as long as they help your throat, that's what's important. They're saying that it does have elderberry in there, a whole bunch of different things in there. They're saying that they're supposed to be really good for you. Now, these are good until December 4th of 2025. That's probably... Really, you guys? I was sitting outside, none of you went by, and I said, I'm going to come in and film, and now you're all going by. I swear you're watching me in the trees from across the street. All right, anyways, these are good till December 4th of 2025. That's probably why they're at Dollar Tree, but that's our, that's good for us. So I did pick up 2 packs. Grabbed one of each. I didn't see any other flavors or anything like that, so I grabbed one for myself and one for my daughter. All right. Also, in the aisle where you get, pretty much, no, this was the same aisle. This aisle is where you get your toothbrushes, your toothpaste, your chapstick. Now, Dollar Tree sells, is it Chap Ice, I think? Don't quote me on that. But this is actual chapstick. So this is the name brand. It's the moisturizing chapstick, which is the original flavor. You're getting a 2-count package for that buck and a coin. I thought that was a great deal. This is always a great thing to have around, with the colder weather. The leaves are already changing here in New York State. It's crazy, but love the chapstick. So I thought that was a good buy, and I had to do a double take because when you see like the Chap Ice and all that kind of stuff, you think it's chapstick, but it's not. So I didn't see any other flavors, so I just grabbed that one. All right, now where you get your toothbrushes and stuff. This I actually had to run under the scanner because of course I have to drop something and then scare Mia. Oh my goodness. Yep. This is why people don't let me hold their babies. No, I'm kidding. I've never dropped a baby in my life. All right, so I had to run these through the scanner because I thought these were probably going to be more than $1.25, but they came up for a buck and a coin, and that's where I was running. These are the Sonic toothbrushes. They come with the battery. What a great item for that stocking stuffer. They had Barbie, and they had it in the soft and then the medium. So I opted for the soft because these will probably get donated. So I did get a Barbie, And then who doesn't love the Squishmallows, right? And right now there's so many Squishmallow things. There's Squishmallow picks. There's the Squishmallow hand sanitizers. So many different things that could go with this into somebody's stocking maybe. And then last but not least, and I'll share something with you. I just found out late last night that my grandson that lives in California is coming out for a visit. So I've been there a few times, but now he's coming out here to visit, and he's going to be out here for almost a whole month. So I am so excited to spend some time with him. I'll have to check with his mommy and daddy if it's okay for him to be on camera. I totally understand if it's not, but if he's allowed to be on camera, then we'll do a video together. So I'm looking forward to that. And he's so into Hot Wheels right now because he's 2 going on 3. And so I thought I would keep this in the house for him so he could check this out when he gets here. So that should be really exciting. All right, so let's go over to some socks. I know, there's so many types of socks out there, but there's so many cute pairs of socks out there. And you know, I was at a fair last weekend, and they had a booth there, and somebody was doing socks. And these were like identical to what Dollar Tree had. And they were selling them for $10 a pair, and people were buying them. And I was like, oh my gosh. But it was a fair, so you know. All right, so I did find, and these are shoe size 10 through 13, so they're a bit bigger. They had Hershey's S'mores, which I thought these were really cute. Hadn't seen these before. These were new to me. And then they had just the plain old simple Hershey's, which I thought were cute. And then one more pair to share with you, and that's dots. I love dots. Of course, they stick to our teeth. My favorite color is the green one. But yeah, they're good. They're definitely nostalgic for me. All right. They also had in the aisle where you get all your nails and makeup and things like that. I don't even know what the name, I don't know how to pronounce the name of this company. Is it i5? I'm not sure, so I apologize. But you're going to get a 12 count embellished artificial nails. Glue is not included. But I know my daughter will love these because she wears these really long, crazy ones. I don't know how she does it, but she does. So I figured these can go in her stocking. They also have these, which they're really pretty, but they're just a little bit too much for me. And then last but not least, these are really, really pretty. Look at all the bling going on those. There's lots going on. So again, I apologize. I really don't know how to pronounce that company name. Okay, I found some new nail polishes in the makeup aisle, and these are by Revlon. Brand name, been around forever. These are, am I going to get a color on here? Bear with me. Yeah. All right. So these are called Ultra HD Snap. So they had this color right there. Sorry for all the light going off right there because these are so reflective. Let me see if I can find a color here. Number 993, Bright Sage. That's a very pretty green. They also had by Revlon. This is Ultra High Definition Snap. And this one is number 607. And the color is called Hot Stuff. Very pretty color for that. And there it is. Love these little bottles. And last but not least, by Revlon, this one is number 694. And it's called, what is it called? Blew My Mind. I'm going to take this out of the package so you guys can see what they look like. All right, so I don't recall seeing bottles of nail polish like this, but I haven't really looked for nail polish lately since I'm still in that deciding what the heck I'm going to do with my nails. All right, so let's see what this looks like. Very curious. Oh, wow. If I actually have a Dollar Tree receipt right here, I'm going to paint the back of my receipt. So bear with me. I'm going to show this to all of you. Let me get a better, oh, that is really pretty. There it is right there. Isn't that beautiful? That is like dead on absolutely gorgeous. This would be pretty on your toes. All right, let's move on because they also had in the makeup aisle. Oh my goodness, have you guys seen these? I did. I got 3 of them. These are the new mini sanitizer wipes by BioPure. These are jasmine and dragon fruit. You're going to get 20 wipes in a container. Super cute. You just pop up the lid. Make sure you've got that there. That just proves it's brand new. Once you take that off, you pull up your little wipes. How cute is this to hang on your purse? How cute is this for a backpack? Put it in the school locker. How about in a Christmas stocking? And speaking of Christmas, I was floored when I saw Christmas already up at Dollar Tree. I'm like, nope, I am not going there yet. But I did get a couple of these to share because these are cute, beyond cute, and they were flying. Everybody was grabbing them. I didn't see any other colors or scents, but let's keep our eyes open because you never know. All right, one other thing I found in the aisle where you get your shampoos and stuff. This is by Power Stick. Body and Hair Mist. Paradise Breeze. 6 fluid ounces. This is the one with black notes of amber plum and vanilla woods. This was the first time seeing that one. Love the packaging color. So I picked up one of those as well. And then I went over to the aisle where you would find your knitting needles and things like that. And I found these by Crafter Square. They're iron-on transfers. Hadn't seen these before. This one caught my eye. It says rock and roll, and they're very simple. You just iron them on. You can put them pretty much on anything. And then they had this one, and I thought, oh my God, what a blast from the past. I did so much roller skating when I was younger. Oh my God. I lived at the roller skating rinks. I absolutely love them. All right, in the baking section, I did find, and these come out every year, and again, every one of these items were ringing up at $125 because the stores are just still crazy. I think the full effect goes in on September 1st. These are by Pillsbury, a limited edition pumpkin cookie mix. Makes approximately 12 cookies depending on how big your cookies are. So I got 2 packages, so hopefully we can get a good dozen out of there. If I make them kind of big. So I grabbed those. It was exciting to find. They also had in sweets and treat aisle, Kool-Aid Ghoul-Aid popping candy. It's Zoom Berry. You get 3 individual packages in here. You could open it up and split it up or use it just like the way it is. And then they'll get 3 packages and they all just look like the Kool-Aid dude. This was new to me, and this is by Frankfurt. SpongeBob SquarePants, Krabby Patties, and watermelon? What? Watermelon? I don't know. My daughter loves this stuff. So I did pick those up. They also had, by Warheads, the new sour fruity flavors, and these are worms. Yeah, sour worms. I thought these would be cute on maybe cupcakes or something like that. Your flavors, lemon orange, green apple, black cherry, and blue raspberry. Those were new to me, so I grabbed them. And these were new to me as well. It is pumpkin season. Everything is pumpkin, pumpkin, pumpkin. I love pumpkin bread. I love pumpkin pie. But all the candies and the flavored coffees, I'm just not about it. I don't understand why. But a good friend of mine absolutely loves pumpkin spice. I saw these. These are the Goat's Caramel Creams Pumpkin Spice 4-ounce package. They're super squishy. So I grabbed these for her because I'm sure she's going to totally enjoy these. And these are from Chi-Town, so I had to grab them. All right, the last item that I have to share with all of you, these were on my wish list a couple years ago. And then I finally found them. And now it's like, boom, there they are. I don't have to wish for them. I picked up 2 because one I use for sugar and another one I use for coffee. And that's these Shore Fresh containers. Wow, what are you getting in here? You're getting the lid that snaps onto the container. These are technically supposed to be $1.02. They're still ringing at $1.25. I'm checking them. There were no dots or anything like that on them, so I'm not sure what's going on. Anyways, it's a great container. It's got this pull-off lid. It's perfect. I have them lined up in my cabinet so I can see what is what. You also have the spoon for measurements, and the spoon actually fits right in here. I don't think I can do it with this string on there, but it fits securely right in there, so you can line them up in your cabinet. Great for cereal. How about oatmeal, granola? Absolutely perfect. I was so excited to find them. Make sure that you get your matching lid and your spoon with it, because some people take them out, but still ringing in at $125. I was super happy. All right. Man, it just goes by too fast. It just goes by too fast. But in all honesty, I have a whole nother haul to share with all of you, because this was a big Dollar Tree haul. I hadn't been to Dollar Tree for quite a few days now, and I figured I would split up my videos. So that's going to wrap up this Dollar Tree haul. I so enjoyed this time with all of you. Hopefully you can hit that thumbs up button, maybe give me a thumbs up or the like button, or maybe even take the time to hit that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it, or maybe even give it a share. But until next time, everyone, thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for watching. I'm working on some fall decor here in the background, so who knows what you'll see next time. Until next time, have a wonderful evening, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. A big hug from me to all of you. Bye for now.